We are back on the what I'm not sure what we're calling this. This is like the bonus features for Patreon people, and we just finished the first the actual episode, and we tied it all up with the memeable minute. This is the memeable maybe 5 minutes, and I want to just deliver another like really bonus. Something really valuable for the people the Patreon people. And I think that thing of the assumptions, and we don't need to be better, but we just need to be more of us. Let's dig a little bit deeper into that. So someone is all in, they're like, yeah, I'm ready. I'm ready to make this happen. Now, what they could have made that decision. Yeah, I'm moving to LA, or moving to New York, or I'm moving to Atlanta. I'm willing to put the work in. I'll make the progress every day. And then like 8 days in, they're like laying on the couch, but like, this is so hard. And I don't know what to do. And no one's watching my videos. You know, my videos are getting 8. I think speaking of which, I think I posted a video the other day that actually has like 12 views on it.
Listen, I've looked at my old YouTube, and I've had various YouTube, I've posted things on YouTube for many times. And once I had a thing, I don't know why I put this up. I put my YouTube channel was called Lumbering Oaf, because I always felt like I was this weird kind of unathletic juggler. And then I had that one, and then I had another one, and then just my michaelcrayner.com YouTube. My highest one is like 10,000 views, but it's because I was on Nickelodeon, and so they want to see Mark Summers, and that's how I had it. All the other ones, I think it's like, even to this day, some of them are like, I don't know, like 100 views, whatever. But then I found one that I had posted a long time ago, and I just forgot about it. And it was like, I dressed up my friend. I was just the cameraman as like Ronald McDonald's, as if he had lost his job at McDonald's and was going door to door. This was way before I was using an analog camera, and I was doing analog editing, but I found the footage and I posted it, I don't know, 6, 7, 8 years ago, and it's up to like 100,000 views. I was just there, and I didn't realize that it has all these views. And I think the thing is, it's like, you never know what's going to be successful. And the most important thing we got to remember, there is YouTube success. There is regular world success. There is family success. There is all these different things. If you get 2 or 3 of them, you're doing great. You might have a great show, but it doesn't translate to YouTube.
Yeah.
Post videos just so that if somebody in power sees you, you know, they know that you know how to post, you know how to do social media. Because if you want to get a TV show, they always look at your social media.
Yeah.
You might not have, maybe you only have 500 followers, but that's exciting.
Yeah.
You might have 100 followers. Every day you're building a few more followers. My Instagram, I think I'm at like 1,200 followers. Mm-hmm. But that's incremental. You keep on doing it. The other thing is, you got to remember, whatever works in one medium might not work in the other. You might become a YouTube star, but then you go perform live and nobody likes you. You might be a live star and you try to translate that to YouTube and nobody likes you. Keep on working on everything until you find what hits. Right now, most of my money is in live performance. I did have a nice run of being a commercial actor where I made a fine living on that too. But right now it's a live performance. I have a fair amount of people that book me all the time. The Magic Castle, Hermosa Beach, all these places. But it took a while.
Yeah.
And you have to do these free shows, as we mentioned before, where people see you. You have to be seen. Say you're a photographer, you have to have exhibits. Then YouTube then Instagram is vital. Mm-hmm. So people have to know of you. Being in your apartment alone does work if you're a YouTube star. You can never leave, and you could be hugely successful with all your weird little YouTube stuff.
Yeah.
But I would say day 8. What you should let's think this out. Day 8 is not the day to quit. Day 8,000, if nothing's happened, is the day to quit. How many years is that? 8,000 days?
Let's see if that math is right.
What would 8,000 days be? That'd be like 10 years.
So you just gave somebody an excuse. They're like, I've been doing this for 17 years.
Yeah, 8,000. So we're going to go 8,000 days.
8,000 divided by 365, right? That'll give us 21.9
Yeah,
years.
so you got 21.9 years until you can call it a day. So yeah, so right now, if you're 15, and then come back when you're 36, and then we'll say yes, you can get another job. You can do whatever. So
that's not quitting on like being creative. That's like on one thing.
On one thing. Yeah.
That's if you do one thing, that doesn't mean that after 20 years you can quit like trying to be successful or something, because you're going to change.
Listen, there's two different things. Always remember, there's people that are gifted, which all my friends are slightly gifted, but they actually work harder. I've seen some jugglers out there that are truly gifted, but they don't even perform. They don't even do anything with their juggling. They have day jobs.
Yeah.
Because it's just a thing that they know how to do because they're gifted in that thing. The guy right now that's the big world record for flashing, did you see that post that Jack Kelvin was in? He doesn't perform. He's like Flash 14 or 13 or something. He has a regular job. He doesn't perform. That's just the thing that he does for a hobby that he likes. And if that's what you want to do, that's fine.
Yeah.
But I'm a lifer. This is all I've done. I'm eligible for AARP. That's how long I've been in it. That whenever a lot of
more
times,
than 21.9 years.
I know that when a lot of times on my Instagram, I'll hashtag AARP. And I wonder if people, why is he hashtagging that? Because I'm hoping someday AARP sees that and says, hey, do you want to be our spokesman for old people that like to do weird tricks? I'm all for it. Whenever I've been posting stuff with donuts, and I've been hashtagging it and adding Dunkin' Donuts or Krispy Kreme or whoever, saying, "Hey, I want to be your official donut spinner and spin like a donut on their donut flavor of the day on the umbrella." You never know. Somebody might come up and say, "Hey, I'd love that."
Yeah.
You never know. If you reach out to companies or reach out to people, 9 times out of 10, they're going to say, we don't care.
Yeah.
There's the 10th time. Hey,
Right.
this might be something.
Yeah, and we'll wrap this up in that of just trying, and that's the thing of on two sides of the audience of 7 people watch that video, or you have a Instagram following that has 600 followers or 400 followers or 125 followers. And you said you're like, I just have like 1,200. It's like, imagine if 1,200 people came to one of our juggling shows.
Oh my gosh, that
We'd be
would
like,
be so.
this is
awesome. Yeah.
This is the greatest thing ever. But we have this skewed thing.
We have a skewed assumption, and I'm gonna say right in there, you said something super important. Imagine if 1,200. Listen, we're in a branded age where you only need about 100,000 fans or a couple 100,000 fans to keep you going. You know what I mean? Right now, it used to be in television, if you had a TV show and you didn't have more than 20 million viewers, you were canceled. If you have a TV show now and it's on like Hulu, Amazon Prime, Netflix, and you have 3 million viewers, you're a runaway hit. They keep shows on that have 1 million faithful viewers. So you got to remember, the paradigm has shifted that you don't need to have massive fans. You need to have a loyal following.
And that's still intimidating to people who are, well, 1 million. But there's that essay there's like a original internet essay of 1,000 True Fans, it's called.
Yeah.
And that they like did the math of
Be
that.
your
of
own
like,
cult leader.
If you have 1,000 real fans who really support you, you can actually survive on just that. So it doesn't need to be like, you don't need an Amazon TV show with 1 million watchers, but like, if you have 400, that's what I'm cultivating now, trying to cultivate more of like the podcast and the YouTube. If there's 100 downloads, what can I do to make those 100 people more happy? It's like play to the 100 instead of trying to get 1,000, and that will what leads to going wider.
I just realized the one thing where the person on day 8 will be discouraged. When you start put yourself out there, there will be trolls that will say terrible things about you. Terrible things about you, and you have to omit letting that troll dig into your soul.
Yeah.
There always are going to be trolls. They're the modern day heckler, but they sit at their computers and type in their bedroom as opposed to being at the comedy club yelling at you. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So you will always have detractors and you will always have trolls, but you are a troll hunter. You will crush the trolls.
Yes, by making more stuff, and then just so we'll tie that all up in make stuff, take action. It's people don't take the action, and that's what holds them back. forget about trying to have all these like, do your good work for whatever audience you do have, and that's I talked about that in my thing. A live show. If 20 people show up, you do the show and you do a good show.
Chris, 2 milk minimum this week. 4 people. I did a 60-minute show. They adored it.
Yeah.
And the great thing was they weren't comps; they were actually paid.
Nice.
So
that's your show, and you decided, like, some entertainers would be like, hey, sorry guys, we have to cancel the show if there's less than 10 people here.
Never. I never have canceled ever. And I remember the kid's name was Jack and his sister was Kate, and they were, because I my opening remarks, you have to figure out how are we going to do this?
Yeah.
And I said, listen, Jack, Kate, there were 70 people here. They were scheduled to come, but I called them up personally because I knew Jack and Kate were going to be here today. I told 66 people to not come here today so that it could just be the Jack and Kate show. And these 2 kids and their 2 parents, they were like blown away that we did a whole 60-minute show for 4 of them. And they told the owners of the club this was the most amazing day. And it was great because the little girl, Kate, she said, this is the best day I've ever had. And listen, it was only 4 people. Some people would look at that as like a negative.
Yeah.
She just told me it was the best day she ever had.
Yeah.
I want her to talk to my kids.
Yeah, and that's the most amazing ending to this, in that tying that into assumptions and just framing things. You reframe that to be from every entertainer would say that was a failure.
That was a failure. I saw right after that show, I saw Christopher Titus because he was coming in to do the night shows, and I said, yeah, we had 4 people, but they loved it. And he looked at me and he said, yes. And he gave me a fist bump. Listen, I just did the show for 4 people. They had a great time, and Christopher Titus was like, that's a badass. Yeah. That was awesome.
Yeah, and so you guys get the point. Listening, thank you for sharing that was I think that was even the key there, reframing it to be, this is special, and it doesn't need to be a big audience. Sometimes that small audience is just as valuable. So for people that are watching, listening, there is always a way to reframe your thinking, reframe your viewpoint on the world, reframe your assumptions to make things better, even if they feel like they're not great right now. And then they will get better because you just changed your viewpoint, and your assumptions shape the reality. So thanks again for joining. Michael Rayner sharing great stories, and we delivered on the bonus.
All right. We'll see you soon.